Hey everybody, Trevor316 here, and I'm back once again. This is going to be my SmackDown review for October the 7th, 2011. Um, I'm trying to make this a short review. Oh wait, let me take this off. I'm gonna try to make this a short review, so let's just get down to it. Last night was it was a good SmackDown. It wasn't a great SmackDown. It wasn't a horrible SmackDown, but it was a good SmackDown. So I think it was pretty good. So we're gonna start off with SmackDown. Before the credits rolled, it was Teddy Long, and he was on the phone with Triple H, and Triple H basically talking about he's given full control of the day-to-day operations of SmackDown to Theodore Long. He's no longer going to worry about SmackDown. He's going to worry about Raw. And then Teddy Long agreed and stuff like that. And Zack Ryder came in and, basically wanted to know what Triple H talked about. And, Teddy Long said it wasn't you and stuff like that. And they just went back and forth. And basically, Teddy Long said, we're not going to let um, Raw be SmackDown, basically. We're not going to have a walkout on SmackDown like Raw did. And, SmackDown's gain it is Raw's failure, which was the walkout. So, you know, and then um, after the credits roll and the commentators say their things, all of a sudden we hear a loud "Excuse me!" You know who that is, Vickie Guerrero, and they cut to her in the ring with Wade Barrett, David Otunga, Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, Christian, and I think that's it. And then they just talk about, the reason for the lockout. Christian basically says, "Oh, I'm the reason for the walkout, because thought Triple H was treating me unfairly and I wanted to file a lawsuit and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah." Dolph Ziggler says Triple H is useless, basically. David Otunga talks about his law degree, and he said something very distinctive. He was like, if we don't get what we want, if Triple H doesn't step down, we will not appear at live events and pay-per-views and main events and stuff like that. And I was like, excuse my French right here, but when the hell has David Otunga ever been in the main event? Has ever been in a pay-per-view? Tell me that. When has he ever been in a pay-per-view? I can see the other guys, Wade Barrett, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, even Vickie Guerrero, and she's not even a wrestler. They're all in pay-per-views. When the hell has David Otunga ever been in a pay-per-view? Besides, what was the last time he was in pay-per-view? SummerSlam, when he was with the Nexus, that bullshit, whatever. Sorry. Um, but then Cody Rhodes gets on the mic and says Triple H's ego is so big that you couldn't put a paper bag over it. I thought it was pretty funny. Barrett came on the mic and basically said Triple H is the cause of all this and blah blah blah. Swagger said something and I couldn't understand it. He was like or whatever. Then they introduce Alberto Del Rio. He comes out, WWE's Mexican aristocrat, and WWE champion comes out on SmackDown with a surprise, and he said he's basically on SmackDown to compete. So Theodore Long comes out and says that first he's making two matches, a main event tag team match, which would be Christian teaming up with Cody Rhodes, the Intercontinental Champion, to take on the Great White Sheamus and the Viper Randy Orton. And I think, you know, I it was kind of predictable because when it comes to Theodore Long, it's always tag team matches for some reason. So whatever. And then the next match, which is actually the very first match of the night that was announced, um, was Alberto Del Rio taking on Sin Cara, the real Sin Cara. And this was actually a request from him because all that Mexican pride, Alberto Del Rio has against other Mexican wrestlers. How he, when he first came in WWE, he was taking out and taking on Rey Mysterio, and now he wants to do Sin Cara. So that match was the first match. Alberto Del Rio versus Sin Cara. It was. I thought Sin Cara would dominate more with his high flying, but Alberto Del Rio pretty much put the beat down on him. But Sin Cara, he got into the mood a little bit. But then The end result was an armbar to Sin Cara, made him tap out, and it was over. And then after the match, Sin Cara number two, as they call him, Sin Cara Negro, which is Sin Cara Black, which is I think is stupid. I mean, at least the Negro part, you know. I mean, we should use the French one. I think it's Noir. I don't know. I'm not a language specialist, so I don't know. But I'm gonna just call him Sin Cara number two. Just say that. Sin Cara number two came out and beat up Sin Cara number one and made a statement. And I think this feud is gonna keep going on. I don't think it's it's not stale yet, but it will be very soon if they keep on going with this pace. So whatever. Then it was well, I just want to say one thing. The line of the night was Booker T. When Michael Cole said Booker T was a follower in the walkout last Monday, he said, "Hey dog, I ain't had nothing to do with that, man. I had to go to the bathroom, man. I didn't have nothing to do with that." Come on, you went to the bathroom? Like seriously? I mean, you had to tinkle that bad that you had to go to the bathroom during a walkout. Really, 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 really. Wow. Then the Air Boom came out. They have a new theme song and all that. But they came out and they were attacked by Ziggler and Swagger. So, before the match, apparently they had a match. Uh, and you know, Swagger and Ziggler beat him up pretty bad. You know, did a zigzag to Evan Bourne on the outside, and the match started eventually. Kofi Kingston was on his own for a while against Ziggler and Swagger, and then Evan Bourne came in. I don't know why, but he had a little momentum picked up, and then eventually he got dominated. And Jack Swagger hit the Swagger bomb on Evan Bourne, and Swagger and Ziggler are the winners of the match. So eventually it's gonna be like another tag team championship match or something like that. So I don't mind saying that. Um, then we have the lovely, the beautiful, the great Divas champion, the Glamazon Beth Phoenix, with Natalya to take on Alicia Fox. Now, you know, like I said, I'm an advocator of Beth Phoenix and Natalya, the Divas of Doom. If you haven't seen my video of the Divas of Doom, you need to go back and watch it. Because it's gonna be great. It's great. But anyways, you know how this match went. Beth Phoenix dominated the whole match. Glam slam to Alicia Fox, and the match was over. Afterwards, Natalya put that painful submission. I don't even know what that submission is. It's like a washboard, surfboard kind of thing. Submission on Alicia Fox, and basically Beth Phoenix wanted Alicia Fox to scream like Kelly did before Hell in a Cell. But you know, I think these two are a force to be reckoned with, and I love them to death. And these two divas are the only team worth watching, the only divas worth watching. So I think it's gonna be pretty good. Um, and next, it's the Big Show. I know it was corny, but what can I say? The Big Show returns, and you know, all happy and everything, and you know, with his green outfit on or whatever. Um, which is available on WWEshop.com. I actually did order that last night, so I think you all should get it too. But anyways, Big Show comes out, basically talks about how Mark Henry changed him, made him better, made him faster, made him more determined, basically made him back into that angry giant that we all know about. You know, the one from uh was it 2004 when he was, you know, beating the crap out of every single superstar around. In 2005, and he's beating every single superstar around. And he was just 2006 when he was ECW's giant. You know, ECW's giant. So, you know, he's going back to his angry giant ways. And basically, the end result, Big Show asks for a world championship match against Mark Henry. He wants an answer. Mark Henry comes out, basically ducks and dodges and says, no. And then Big Show said, I want to answer by the end of the night, or I'm gonna break every bone in your body. I'm gonna take you out like you took me out. Um, so Big Show wants an answer by the end of the night. Next, Jinder Mahal took on Ezekiel Jackson. I guess you can probably guess how this match went. Jinder Mahal got beat down, destroyed, and dominated by Ezekiel Jackson. Torture rack, and match is over. Ezekiel Jackson wins. um uh the executive vice president of talent relations, John Laurinaitis, comes into Theodore Long's office the next segment, and basically without holding anything back, was kissing Theodore Long's ass. Um, and he's like, "I got you, Teddy. I got you. We're partners, man. I got you, man. You can always count on me." No. Uh, but anyways, that was stupid. Next segment was Hornswoggle came back and did a spinneroonie show off with Booker T. Whatever. We're gonna go past that. And then the main event, Randy Orton and Sheamus versus Christian and Cody Rhodes. This is a good match. Of course, with you got three former world champions and the Intercontinental champion, of course. Um, and basically the end result, uh, Randy Orton did one of those dodging RKO's where somebody tries to clothesline Randy Orton. He comes from behind and bam! RKO. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Sheamus and Randy Orton wins the match. Then after that, Mark Henry answers the Big Show's challenge. Comes out and basically says, no, again. And to Big Show's challenge. And then Mark Henry, you know, he basically said no. And then the Big Show came out. He didn't like that. So he came out and it was like Godzilla and King Kong all over again. It was just complete chaos between these two big superstars. Security tried to come out and hold the Big Show back, and all of a sudden Big Show rams Mark Henry with this huge spear, and um Mark Henry walks away while Big Show is fighting off the security guards, and you know, basically Big Show destroys all the security guards, and then Mark Henry tries to walk away. Tries to go up the ramp and go in the back. Big Show says, "No, I'm not done." Attacks from behind. They just go out way, way too far. Not too far for me, but and then Big Show was about to toss Mark Henry into the barricade. Mark Henry tossed Big Show into the barricade like a sack of potatoes. And then they just keep fighting over and over again. And then Mark Henry's about to put Big Show through the announce table, but Big Show reversed it, choke slam, pow! Right through the table. And it was crazy. And then Big Show decided he wanted to take uh, Mark Henry out by the leg and with a chair. So he was about to jump off steel stairs onto Mark Henry, who had a chair on his leg, but Theodore Long said, "No, no, you got your match, for the world title. Just don't do what you're about to do." So he didn't do it, but he took that chair and he beat the living stuffings out of Mark Henry and literally beat him down. So I guess you can kind of suspect after all this you can probably guess at the next pay-per-view, which is Vengeance, which Vengeance hasn't been around since I think it was 2006, 2007, when you had RVD versus Edge for the WWE Championship, um, around there. Since it hasn't been around since then, I expect a good pay-per-view. So I'm guessing the main event at Vengeance will be Mark Henry versus the Big Show for the World Heavyweight Championship, but I would make this like a steel cage or a no holds barred match because these two behemoths are going to kill each other, and I can't wait to watch it. So thank you for watching this video. I know it was way too long, but I think it was a pretty good video. If you haven't already, comment, rate, subscribe. Don't unsubscribe unless you give me a reason, please. I don't know, you know if you're unsubscribing to me because you don't like my videos, or you do like my videos, or you don't like, or you want them at a rapid pace, but I can't do that because I'm busy. So I can only shovel out videos every so often because I have stuff to do on my own. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you later.